The inspiration for Petit Mal was something that we haven't seen on stage and something that we wanted to do, that we knew that we want to do something for that direction, and then we started, and then the road get more narrow, and voila, Petit Mal. In epilepsy there is this kind of seizure happens, that example when a kid is in a carousel spinning really fast, you lose sense of time and place and something, and that's called Petit Mal. And if you translate it straight from France, it's something like small bad. So I think it's all right.
We started cheap. We didn't have any money, so like Petri had one idea. He was traveling in Nepal and he saw this little kid in ruins with the 3D glasses on, and I guess he had some kind of feeling it could be nice to have that kind of wreckage on stage and still you have a little bit hope left. So the kid was smiling and he had like a 3D glasses on. So it's something surrealistic on that kind of environment. So we went to that direction, sort of. Like that was the kick point. Of course, the show doesn't have anything to do with that, but just the top image. And then I guess we shared the same kind of idea of the world that, okay, we start with the wreckage and we start building something on this wreckage and play with the stuff, so it's not completely like kind of sad side, so play with the funny stuff. And even when everything is disaster, you still have a laugh. You can have a laugh with that.
Sometimes we fail and we crash, and then we just get up and we go on. So it's kind of like hope giving, that just let go, do it, and it doesn't matter if you crash, just get up and try again or do something else. But I think that's a normal thing in circus. It's calculated risk, and there's always chance of failure. Maybe in this show there is some things that it's should be rehearsed more, or
I went to circus school also, but before that I did only breaking and a little bit of other dance. But in circus school I started more circus style acrobatics and stuff like that. Didn't have anything else to do. No, but that's it.
That's a good example. It doesn't always have to be kind of like a realistic big dream or anything. I mean, like example for Kalle, if he wanted to move and that was a school, okay, maybe you should apply, and it was fun to do so.
I don't think it's such a difference for me. I studied to be an electrician. I didn't like it, so I didn't start to even work. I was unemployed. I saw circus, so that looks fun.
I wanted to be a stuntman at one point. Then I found myself in a chef school when I was like 16, and then that didn't work out. That didn't seem to my thing. I was all the time on the trampoline. There was a circus kind of youth place for kids just to jump around in trampolines, and I was just spending all my time there. And then I found out that there's circus schools you can actually, do it. So I made a plan, because I always like to move and jump around, and this seems to suit to me. So I did 3 different schools, one in Lahti, and then one in Sweden, and then one in France, and then sort of went to this point. So now I'm here with these 2 crooked friends. floating, somebody called it, long time ago. Where it's a floating in the air kind of thing. So you have a trampoline, so you have a net. So when you're like when you're coming the net, then you have to test your body, and when you jump off, then you're free. So you just give a direction, and then basically you can just. I mean, if you relax your body in the air, it just looks like. And I'm just been a lot of working with that, like aesthetic. And then again, when you're like relaxed, and you can tense your body. I don't know. And then it's fun to get that sort of feeling in the air when you like in the how you call that when you're not going up anymore, not down anymore. So you have the zero gravity. I don't know what second, but it's nice feeling when you find that it's kind of like it's little things, and you can play with that aesthetic so much.
That you go up and you let go and then you come down.
But I don't think you're like completely relaxed when you're like coming down on the pole, like you're letting out.
Yeah, with the slides and drops down, you can from like there's few basics one that you can really relax and go like slack, but it mostly you just have to, or you have to hold your weight all the time. It's heavy. It doesn't help you, and there's the gravity that I don't like. It makes it heavy.
For me, it's more like coming from breaking. So you try to find like kind of flow going on that you just go in certain direction with the movement, and then you stop it somewhere when you want. You just freeze, and then that's the same thing I try to do. I try to do with acrobatics and everything else, that I move as long as I feel like it, and then I find the freeze moment from inside the show. What can it be? In this show, mostly the freeze is kind of like crash to the ground. So crashing on the floor is always good.